Hi, this is Cade from globaltrendtraders.com and welcome to my weekly US market analysis where I give you my view on where the markets are at for the week of the 26th of March 2010. Just a quick disclaimer, this video is intended for educational purposes and does not constitute a recommendation to buy or to sell. We'll start with a big picture view with the monthly chart of the SPY, which is the S&P 500. To begin with, we'll look at this overbought and oversold indicator, and as you can see, it's neither overbought or oversold, but it's having trouble getting through this 50 level, so there's a bit of a battle going on there. Next, we'll come up to the price chart, and I've drawn in a resistance level at 117.5. The other thing to note is that if we draw in some Fibonacci retracement lines, from the bear market of 2008, almost magically this 61.8 level is at the same level of the 117.5 resistance level that I've drawn in, so that adds a little bit more weight to that signal. The other thing to note is the Bollinger Bands are actually starting to contract inside the acceleration bands here, which can mean that there's a change in trend or a sideways movement in price. The other thing to note here, we've got a bunching up of these moving average ribbons here, which can also mean the same thing. So now we'll flip across to the SPY on the weekly chart. Here we can see visually on the price chart that we've had a powerful uptrend since March of this year. Once again, we've got the 117.5 resistance level drawn in, and the overbought oversold indicator has indicated on a weekly time frame that we've had a bullish buy signal from July through to the start of this year, where we had an exit, and then we've in the last couple of weeks we've had another buy signal. But as you can see, the price is starting to flatten out somewhat, because it's heading into some resistance there. So we'll flip across to the VIX on the weekly. Once again, as you can see, I've drawn in the 16 level, which has been support for the VIX in the past. The other thing to note here is that the VIX is actually closed outside these blue Bollinger Bands, which can sometimes be an extreme in bullishness, which can lead to a sell-off sometimes, or some sideways movement. The other thing to note is that this lower resistance level, support level, is actually the lowest point that the VIX has been in the history of the US market. So it just helps to know exactly where we're at in relation to other bull markets in the past. So we'll go down another time frame to the daily time frame on the SPY, and here we can see on the overbought oversold indicator we've had a bullish signal since the start of March. We've had a nice little uptrend, but now we're starting to flatten out and run into this resistance level that I've mentioned previously at the 117.5 level, and we're also starting to move back inside these bands here as we flatten out. Now we'll flip across to the VIX on the daily time frame, and once again you can see here's the 16 level support that I've drawn in, and we've bounced off that, but as you can see here we've had a bearish signal on the VIX, but this signal here has indicated that we're actually getting a retest, in the last few days, and also it's starting to cross across the halfway point of this 20-day moving average. So this is a crucial point in the market, so it could go either way. The other thing to note on this relative strength indicator that I've got here, that we've actually had a buy signal from mid-February, and we've been in an upward trend since then, but now the actual indicator is starting to roll over a little bit, so that could end that trend there in the next week or so, but we'll wait and see how it pans out. So we'll take a look at the 60-minute chart on the SPY. Here we can see that the overbought oversold indicator is neither in the overbought or the oversold area. It is testing this mid 50 area, so there's still a battle going on the 60-minute chart. So if we go up another time frame to the 15-minute chart, here we can see again on the overbought oversold indicator that we have confirmed to the bearish side, and now we're starting to retest that signal. Then if we take a simple trend line on the price chart, we can clearly see also that this bullish trend has broken and a new bearish or sideways trend has begun. So we'll wait and see how this pans out. I expect this battle could go on for a few days, and potentially we could see a move to the downside. So we'll wait and see how this pans out. If you have found this market analysis to be helpful and would like regular access to this information, simply go to globaltrendtraders.com and then subscribe to my free members area by entering your name and your email and then following the instructions, and you can have regular access to my free weekly market analysis as well as other goodies. So this has been Cade from globaltrendtraders.com. So thank you, and may the trend be with you.